Welcome back for this week of Week Ahead, Libra. My name is Michelle. For those of you who are just finding the channel, I hope you found me in the algorithm feed on YouTube. This is my channel, Born Without Boundaries, where I read tarot and oracle cards. Go live quite a bit too, so please do subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so that you'll know when I go live. I try to go live 4 to 5 times a week, and that's the most fun that we have. I swear to God, it's like my favorite thing. Libra, this is your week ahead reading for August, the last week of August, August 25th through 30th, 2019. We're now in Virgo season, Libra, and paying attention to the details can be a little difficult for you. Libras do tend to be very passionate and really get excited about the idea of something, but have a hard time focusing and following through. Now, that's just because we fall in love really quickly and really easily with something, right? And then we expect things. We're sort of idealists. Libras are very idealists. When I say we, I'm Libra rising, and I've only recently realized how much my Libra rising really affects me, and how much Libra I project. My sun is in Cancer and my moon is in Cancer. But my rising sign is in Libra. And until the past 150 years ago, rising sign was actually more prominent in terms of astrologers used to use the rising sign as the primary sign to understand somebody's character. And I'm not sure why they changed that. I've just started learning astrology, but let's put it this way. This week is all about the details. It is a celebration of Virgo, and Virgo is focused on the details. Now, sometimes they can be hyper focused on details and really just like stick themselves in a pitfall. And that is where our Libra lighter personality really helps out. But this week, in terms of really welcoming in your abundance, focus on the details, because the devil is in the details, but also this week, the abundance is in the details. You want to take a little bit of extra time, and you want to look things over very, very closely, because we have a super new moon in the sign of Virgo, and this whole week it's building up. And so we're really welcoming in abundance, but that comes with fine-tuning the details and paying attention to the details and not skipping over anything. So Libra, welcome in that abundance in your life. I feel like you have been very attractive lately. There has been a magnetism about you that has been calling people to you, and without even trying, you have been very attractive. You have been attracting a lot of attention. Now, whether or not that is good or bad, let me see what the cards say. But you have a natural charisma about you, Libra, that people just like. Of all the signs in the zodiac, you are the easiest to just adore and fall in love with. People like you. There's a sincerity to your character, but there's also an open-mindedness to your character. You tend to want to love everybody. And I think the downside of that can be you tend to give too many people the benefit of the doubt for too long. So, Libra, the good thing is, though, you do know your own worth. You have a strong sense of self. Your ruling sign is Venus. So, yeah, you have a strong sense of how powerful you are, and you really do like people paying attention to you. Now, there's a magnetism towards you this week. That's all I can tell right now. Let me shuffle the cards and see what comes out. This is for the week, like I said, of the 25th of August through the 30th. Yeah, so there's an upside and a downside. Yeah, so there's going to be people who love you, and there's going to be people who want to throw stones at you. And the bottom line is, it's the good and the bad. It's the yin and yang of that this week. Yes, you're going to get these amazing compliments, and you're going to feel wonderful, and you're going to be recognized. But you're also going to get a lot of heavy criticism, and you're going to get some creepers creeping out of the depths. And honestly, don't choose to listen to them. Filter out the bad. Literally, you can delete comments. You can hang up the phone. You can delete phone numbers. You can walk away from people who want to bring, I'm not going to say negativity, because negativity and positivity are those forces of nature that work in conjunction, and they work in harmony most of the time. Harmony is really the ultimate state of goodness. But Libra, this week, it's not about negativity, it's about cruelty. Okay, it's about malice. It's about intentionally not just trying to take something away from somebody, but trying to hurt somebody, right? Hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. I feel like there's a disconnect. There's something coming in between you and spirit. And for me, this seems like there could be somebody. Just watch out this week. Please do, Libra. Watch out this week, because there could be somebody sort of stalking you, not, trolling you on the internet, not wanting to send the best positive vibes towards you. Don't let this get in the way of how you feel about spirit, because spirit is all around you. Yeah, you're definitely attracting predators. That's what I'm saying. I know. I don't want to give bad news to anyone, but you're attracting predators. The thing is, you're shining. And you have a beauty to you that's charismatic, and it's pulling people towards you. You're also, listen, it's not all bad, because you're also drinking in the honey and the abundance, like the nectar of life. You're drinking it in. You're soaking it in. It's there. It's available for you. It's actually, you're in your native space. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's not that you're doing the wrong thing. It's that, unfortunately, when you shine, you attract shadows too. You create shadows, and that's what's happening. And the good thing is, you're just going to be aware of it. So this is the thing. Your higher consciousness, Libra, is going to really help you, because there is something. Okay, learn from the past. This could be somebody that's coming from your past that's trying to muck up your future. This could be somebody that's, or somebody being sent from the past to try to, like somebody that isn't over some bullshit, trying to come at you this week. And listen, what tangled webs we weave. Understand this. You have the capability. This is what happens when you're working on your dreams and you're building your dreams. Haters come out, and haters gonna hate. And it could be somebody that's coming at you from your past, but you have learned lessons, and you have a strength of character now that you didn't have before. And I'm telling you right now, whatever kind of web they try to entangle you in, you're too big and you're too strong. Do not be nice about it. This is your downfall. Too often you just want to be really nice so that you can quickly quell any, like smooth over any kind of rockiness. You're not the one making the rockiness, Libra. You're not. And what you need to do is confront it head on, and let people know, and reestablish those boundaries, and let people know that they're stronger than that you think, and you're not going to get trapped in the web. It's like, this is how you're showing up. The elephant spirit animal. First of all, elephant never forgets. But second of all, elephant is too strong and too big to get trapped by any fucking web. So Libra, you just keep stepping right, because you could squash whatever little bug is trying to weave itself around you this week. You can. You have the strength of character, you have the power, and I think you have the approval of most other people. In other words, it's like 80-20. You're shining now, and most people are really loving you. But there's going to be that 20% of people that try to come out and come at you, and you're too big for it. You have too much strength of character. And so let that strength of character carry you through. Why? Because there's so much abundance swimming around you. This could be a Taurus coming in your life. This could be, but honestly, I feel like this is more of a spirit. I feel like this is more of the cornucopia, the abundance, people giving you accolades, people appreciating you, you actually being recognized for all the good that you do, and making people have, there's a lot of happiness and abundance around you. Libra, it's just that haters gonna hate. And there could be something from your past that's trying to sweep down and come and get you. And listen, it's not gonna, it's like, it's because you're so beautiful. It really is. It's because you shine so bright. It has got nothing to do with a mistake that you made. Not everybody's going to like you. And that's just the truth. Don't let it discourage you, though. And don't let it make you feel like maybe you're making the wrong decision. Yeah. by the end of the week, you're going to be able to see who's causing this problem. I feel like there's an underlying push by a specific person or a specific group to try to unrattle you or throw you off track. No. And just remember, owl spirit, first of all, they can see in the dark. So the dark doesn't intimidate them. And wherever these creepy crawlers are coming out of, you can see it and you can swoop down and eat them alive. And this is what I want you to feel this week. I want you to feel this week that kind of ferocity that you don't normally delve into. You don't delve into ferocity. If anything, you might be a little underhanded yourself in terms of manipulating people. But no, this week head on, because you need to call people out on their bullshit if you're going to really stand up for yourself. That's going to be the way that you look the best this week. What did I say? The devil is in the details. It's not just about ignoring something and walking away from it. It's confronting something head on and holding it accountable for what it's doing to you. Now, this is an energy, so it could be a group, it could be people. Oh, wow. By the end of the week, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be surrounded by love and abundance, and you're going to be singing your sweet song again, happy and prosperous. This is, in the beginning of the week, the attempt to derail you, the attempt to dive bomb you, the attempt to just hate on you. That's what's going on. I don't have a better word for it. There's so much air here, though. There's air and there's earth. So there's you, and then there's Virgo season. There's how do you apply you, Libra, and your positive mindset, your focus on beauty, your desire, your enjoyment of attention, and also your want to always make things okay and be friendly. How do you balance that out with the drier and more sort of cut and dry mentality of Virgo? Well, you sort of embody it this week, and you celebrate it, and you honor it by honoring what it likes to focus on. This energy likes to focus on those details that you would prefer to overlook. Don't overlook them this week, because it's in the details that you're going to find the answers to whoever's trying to swoop in and rain on your parade. Seriously. Like, this is somebody who it's just that they got their eye on you, or a group, or an energy, and it's almost like a little it's like how about this? Let me say this about them. They're half-assed. Yeah, it's like they're throwing arrows, but they don't know how to aim. This is how stupid they are. They're throwing arrows, but they don't know how to aim. They're making accusations, but the accusations aren't even believable. Like, the only threat at derailing you is hurting your feelings and making you feel bad. Being like, why are people like this? Making you feel uneasy, because you like to be kind to everyone. You do. You like to make sure that people feel comfortable and feel happy. And this is somebody that you're not going to win with. This is somebody that you're not going to make comfortable and happy. And all they'll do is they'll use your tendency and predisposition for making people happy and finding a balanced compromise. All they're gonna do is try to manipulate that and turn it on its head and try to use it to keep engaging you into more negative activities, like a troll on the internet. It's a perfect example. It's like a troll on the internet. They say things that they know are intentionally hurtful. They say things that they know are intentionally like snares or traps, because they want attention. They don't care that it's bad attention. They just want attention. They'll do it at all costs. Now, this is somebody who is wounded. This is somebody who is desperate. But I'm going to say this because you really need to hear this, Libra. It is somebody who is not your fucking problem. Let them go and take care of their own bullshit. Because honestly, that's what a Virgo would do. A Virgo would call them out on their shit, and they'd blast them out loud, and they would not take any crap, and they'd stop them in their tracks. So that's the energy that Spirit is asking you to to dress up in this week, right? To embody that energy, to honor that energy, because it's in honoring that energy that you're going to usher in your abundance. The super moon in Virgo, it's gonna, like I said, it's growing all, the super new moon in Virgo, it's in Virgo, it's growing all week, and it wants to be adored. It wants to be worshipped. It wants to be paid attention to. But you pay homage to it by making sure you do as Virgos would do, which is pay attention to the details and call somebody out on their shit, because you're really going to need to. I think that what you've been building on your own is something that is enviable, and something that is like, it's something that is, you should be proud of. And you deserve the accolades. You're going to get a lot of adoration this week. And I think that's what might I apologize. That's what might make all the criticisms and the creepy crawlers, that's what might make it all the more poignant and piss you off even more. So use that frustration and call them out. I'm just telling you, do not try to balance out the situation. Do not try to make nice with this situation, because this person will only try to exploit your kindness. They will not appreciate your kindness. Don't. And honestly, they're haphazard. They're an idiot, and they're going to demonstrate. Calling them out is going to put all eyes on them. Great, but it's going to make people see what an idiot they are. And they're not going to like that. And the abundance that you're going to pull in is tenfold if you just really do as Virgos would do this week, Libra, and call people out on their shit. So by the end of this week, you are going to really feel a great relief. You are going to have literally called somebody out on their bullshit and brought in a sense of balance and happiness and kindness back into your life, because you've cleared out the gook. Like, sometimes we think we're incorrect, Libras. We're incorrect in that we think that trying to make everything nice and trying to be polite all the time is the way to go. It's the way to peace. And that's not true. If somebody does a malicious, unbalanced thing, then you don't try to be kind to them. You don't kill them with kindness. You don't. You call them out on their bullshit and you hold them accountable for what they do. We have an obligation to correctness, to rightness, to spirit, to hold people accountable for their behavior, for good or bad, to honor and acknowledge people for their behavior, what they've contributed. If what they've contributed is something beautiful, it doesn't matter if they're our ex-husband or ex-wife or an estranged this or that. If they've done something wonderful, we should celebrate that wonderful. It doesn't matter if they're our boyfriend or girlfriend or somebody we have a crush on. If they've done something malicious, then we need to call them out on their bullshit. Holding people accountable is keeping things in balance. It is sustaining balance. And I think a piece of you always trying to balance things out, actually, ironically, adds to the imbalance, because you are the one, like, if somebody else is really mean or somebody else does a shitty job, you will try to overcompensate for that person. But that's still imbalanced. It's actually adding to the imbalance. It's not adding to the evenness and equilibrium. It's just adding more onto the side of imbalance. Only the person who took away can give back. And the only time that happens is if you hold them accountable. So please make sure that you stay balanced this week and understand that holding somebody accountable is what's going to usher in your greatest good this week. And I really do feel like you are going to be, you're just going to be seen at the beginning of the week. You're going to be seen as almost exotic and beautiful, and at the end you're going to be just seen as this glorious, statuesque, classic, wonderful, brave beauty that has a beautiful voice, that has a song to sing that people want to listen to, that attracts people in what they say and how they live and what they do. This is a beautiful week for you, except for this snake in the grass, troll in the garden. It's what has to happen. Call them out on their bullshit. That's all I'm going to say to that. So sing your own song, Libra, and make sure that you sing your own praises. Make sure that you know and are holding people accountable for the way that they treat you and how they decide to talk to you. That's something that you have to watch out for this week. Time for a deep dive. Time for understanding what's in your heart. Time for understanding, like standing by what's in your heart, believing in yourself and believing in your right to exist. And believing in your right to be happy despite the fact that maybe other people aren't happy with you. You can see in the dark this week, Libra. You're going to be able to see the sneaky pea trying to wrap you up in the web. You're going to be able to see it from a mile away, and you're going to snap it off, and cut it off where it starts. Now, Libra, if you want a deeper dive into the situation and the circumstances and what's happening, what's going on, the details, I'm going to pull out tarot. I'm going to apply tarot to this reading, and I'll see you over on Vimeo. Also on Vimeo, I'm going to do a romance reading for this week ahead. That's where I do it. Some people have, this has to stay a general reading. This has to stay general so that you apply it to love, career, its energies floating around. But if you want a specific romance reading, that's going to be over on Vimeo too. I do hope to see you there. If I do not see you there, thank you so much for sharing this time with me here. I appreciate your support of the channel, Libra, and I ask that you just keep out for those lives, because I want to know what's going on. Remember, you can comment below as to what's going on and what your experiences are. I'd be really interested in understanding it, because as a Libra rising, it's really curious to me. I would be really interested in understanding it, because I've picked up on a few of those things this week. So please do leave the comments below, and I will talk to you next week.